first, we've got to start with Johnny Kovacevic, such a big piece of this team and getting claimed off waivers yesterday. So how does that impact you as a friend and as a teammate?
Yeah, as a friend, kind of sucks losing one of your best buddies. But I mean, everybody in our locker room is so excited for him. I mean, this opportunity he's been working for so long, and he's more than deserving. So, I mean, he's an NHL caliber defenseman. So, you know, all of us here are rooting for him and excited to watch and you know, watch him make the most of this opportunity.
Well, speaking of opportunity, this Moose Club looks like they're poised to be, another solid one. So how much excitement is there in this group and for the opportunity to again compete in the Central?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's really excited. I mean, we see the depth that we have, especially on the back end. You know, it's a lot of guys who have kind of been coming up together. And, you know, a couple years ago, it was everybody's first kick at it. And last year, you know, it was our first opportunity in playoffs. So I think this year, everybody's, you know, pretty excited to have some experience and you know what goes into a full season, not just a COVID season. But I think everybody's excited for another opportunity.
Okay, and using that opportunity word one more time, from your perspective, from the training camp, how did it go for you with the Jets and your opportunity to kind of try and, you know, cement yourself, not necessarily as obviously because they sent you back here, but to get that call when they need someone up there?
Yeah, it's a great time of year to, you know, show what you can bring. And I think, again, as we all kind of gain more experience, we get a little more comfortable and get a little more caught up to the pace. And I think a lot of guys are, you know, ready to make that jump and excited to make that jump. So, yeah, I think it's a great week for development, or it's a great time of year to really see where you match up and see what you need to work on and have a good game plan coming back down here.
Have you gotten much of an impression on Kevin Stanley much throughout the camp?
Yeah. I mean, he's big. You know, he's a power forward that can make plays. I mean, he uses his body well, and he fits right in because he's a great guy in the locker room too.
I don't know if have you seen much of Chaz Lucius or Brad Lambert throughout camp?
Not a whole lot. Got to play a game with Chaz in Edmonton, and then got to watch play a game with Brad, not on the same line, but in Montreal as well. And I mean, yeah, those are two young guys that obviously seem to have a lot of upside and you know, are looking to make an impact in this organization for sure.
As a leader on the team, what are some things that, you know, you'll be looking to do with two possibly teenage players on this team and, you know, amalgamating to pro hockey?
Just make guys comfortable. Like, everybody's a good player here. Everybody can have an impact, and the more comfortable you are and the more you feel a part of the unit, the more of an impact you're going to be able to have. And it's all about, I mean, that's one of our biggest strengths for the last couple of years, is having everybody on board and having that cohesive locker room. So I feel like the sooner we can get everybody comfortable and the sooner we can get everybody on the same page, you know, it's only going to help us.
I know you even talk about yourself, like comfort was a big thing for you as, you know, you got momentum in your own career. Do you think that other people in that room share that same sentiment, and that's why it will just be natural that, you know, Chaz or Brad will be supported in that way?
For sure. I mean, I came in 3 seasons ago and was welcomed with open arms, and even just talking to Kobe last night, it's like he's a guy that made me feel welcome, and that's something that makes me want to make other guys feel welcome. And I mean, seeing how smooth it made my transition into pro hockey, having a good group of welcoming guys. I mean, as a teammate, you only want that for younger guys as well. So it really, I mean, it's just a trickle-down effect. Like, it just, guys welcome you, it makes you want to welcome other guys, and all in all, it only has a positive impact on the team.
Would it be fair to say that Kobe's had a pretty big impact on a lot of guys in this room?
Very fair.
All right.
Jeff, one more question. You know, from a leadership perspective, I know you don't have to necessarily wear a letter to be a leader in this room, but like, no Jimmy because, of course, of his injury. You lose Johnny, you lose David in theory because he's up with the Jets. So is there an advantage to having this team be as inclusive as they have been, that you don't necessarily need those 3 guys because there's so many other guys who can fill that void?
1,000,000%. I mean, that's been a strength of our locker room for the last couple of years, and I feel like when anybody talks about the Moose, they talk about how tight we are as a unit. You look at guys with letters and you look at our locker room, and you could give 10 guys letters. And with, you know, Dave moving up and Covey moving on, it's only an opportunity for a younger guy who's getting a little more comfortable to have a voice in the locker room and really start to come into their own as a leader and benefit the organization moving years forward.